So today I'm going to talk about another one of my King Arts figures. This is Gaiking or Gaiking. Not sure how to pronounce it. But this figure is an absolute beast. This is perhaps my most beastly figure. I believe it was my first King Arts figure. I'm not sure. Either that or Mazinger. Um, but I was super impressed by this one, particularly for the price. I don't remember what I paid, but I definitely felt that I got my money's worth with this one. And this is another one of those where you can remove all the plates. Uh, Maybe I should have removed it ahead of time, but you can remove them all, and they really go on easily. This whole thing comes off. This one probably can disassemble more than any other figure I own, and I was really blown away by this one. There's really no issues I have with this figure. So let me show you a little example. So there's my Solar Chogokin Tetsujin. And, I did another one of these videos where I was comparing, and it made the other figure look so tiny. But you got to understand, this is a 6.5-inch figure. This is not that tiny, but it shows you just how big Gaiking. Although Gaiking, I think that these videos kind of distort a little bit. I don't think the size is that much different. I mean, it's sizable, but I think the video kind of makes it look like more than it actually is. But let's see. So if I go in here, now it's listed at 524, though this is the black and gold edition, so it's a little bit different. But it's I think just a color swap, and I did not pay 524 for this. It is a 9.75, so this is a little more than, wow, there's no way that's, let's see here, 9.7. Okay, I don't know what the heck, because this is like 11 and a half. So that's either this is wrong or this is a completely different figure. It says over 9 inches tall. Okay, well, that's interesting that this figure is significantly different sized and yet is more expensive. So here's one of the things that you can detach the bottom half from the top half. You could pull this off. So that's pretty much, and then there's battle damage armor that you can put on. But this is a gorgeous figure if you can get it. Gaiking, I don't know how to pronounce it. He was a Shogun warrior, so there he is, this very simple Shogun warrior, 2 foot high. The reason I'm kind of going into this figure now is because I looked on Amazon, and Discotech, just saw it yesterday, is going to be releasing the entire series. And I think that there was only one series with Dynamech Gaiking. I think I'm just going to call him Gaiking because I thought it was Gaiking, but I don't know why I keep saying that. So here's another one. This is the Soul of Chogokin. And I guess the figure, or in the anime, he had this thing called the Daiku Maru, which is a significantly larger. This is an $850 set. I do not own this one. So this Gaiking, oh jeez, he's about the same size as Tetsujin, a little bit taller, which kind of shows you just how big Daiku Maru is. I wasn't really willing to pay $850 for this thing, and it does look like a transforming figure, and I tend to avoid transforming figures. Yeah, he's doing all sorts of different things. But I'm pretty excited because I like to see these old series. And I think that this is the only series he ever appeared in. So ran from 1976 to 1977, 44 episodes. And, depending upon who wrote the Wikipedia page, they sometimes get into a lot of details. So in this case, he listed out every single one of the enemies of Gaiking. So I'm not sure what the heck this is. I assume this was just a color swap, but the size is obviously significantly different because this one's about 11 and a half inches up to his horn. 9 inches would be more where his shoulders are, slightly below his shoulders. We can explore this a little bit. It's got not a glossy finish, but also not a matte finish. I believe these are actually I want to say these are the battle damaged hands. They do not move. Let me put you to a side there. It is a figure with a lot of weight. So there is a ton of die cast in there. You can see going down there. These plates move when he bends his knee. Really good articulation. I'm very impressed with the figures that King Arts puts out. We go in there. This is plastic. It may look like metal, but this stuff is plastic. But there is clearly a lot of die cast in this figure, because you can feel, I would not want him to be any heavier than he is. That is absolutely as much. You know, when I first started collecting, I used to think, oh, wouldn't it be cool if you had a figure that was completely die cast? Because I was kind of in that mode of, oh, more die cast the better. I've kind of gotten out of that. I have some all plastic figures that I really like. But first of all, it would be exceedingly expensive, and metal joints tend to be kind of stiff. And it would be super, super heavy. I do have some figures that I swear feel like they are almost entirely die cast, but nothing of this size. And I can't even imagine how much this would weigh if he were all die cast. It's an interesting, I'm not sure what this was always kind of, I didn't find it particularly appealing. It's like a skull, a face, something, and I guess, you know, based on the pictures on here, it looks like that head goes on that big dinosaur-looking creature. There is a picture here where it shows it in there. So this little two-legged, or not little, this huge two-legged creature, all sorts of transforming and combining and all sorts of different things. But God knows how big the Daiku Mario would be if it was with this figure, and in scale it would be gigantic, way bigger than I would want. But this is my second King Arts figure I'm going to be showing. I've got 2 more King Arts figures, 4 in total. There's a new one a fairly new one that's out now, that I'm considering, but I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to decide whether I want a 5th King Arts figure, particularly since it's Mazinger. It's Great Mazinger. I have Mazinger Z. Do I want another Mazinger? I don't know. We'll see. But this is Gaiking, and you know, I think this is all die cast in here, and he has a really nice low center of gravity, so he stands really well. He does not want to topple over. One of my best. So there's Gaiking.